what kind of legacy do you hope to leave? Not just as CEO, but as a contributor to South Africa's energy story.
Okay, I've spoken about the first legacy, 30% electrification to where we're sitting now at 95%. So I think that's the first part of of the legacy that I'm proud of. The second part of the legacy that I'm going to be proud of is the one that says we have ushered in a new energy landscape, a new and modernized and digitized energy sector. So that for me would be the legacy that I would like to leave.
Welcome to Energy Careers, a segment of the Energy Conversations podcast dedicated to exploring opportunities in the dynamic world of the energy sector.
Welcome to Energy Careers, where we spotlight the bold thinkers and change makers shaping South Africa's energy future. Today, we're joined by Monde Bala, a dynamic force in South Africa's energy space whose career journey bridges technical expertise, strategic leadership, and a deep commitment to transformation. Whether you're a student, young professional, or just energy curious, this conversation is packed with real-world insights on navigating the sector, building credibility, and staying grounded in purpose. Monde brings clarity and a wealth of experience, and we're thrilled to have him share his story. To kickstart off, we want to know, what did you study and what drew you to what you studied?
So, I studied electrical engineering at the University of Cape Town. That was my undergrad. And then I came back, I had an Eskom bursary. So, as part of my obligation, I had to come back and work for Eskom, which I did. But whilst I was working for Eskom, I then did my master's in engineering, but this time in industrial engineering from the University of Witwatersrand. So, what drew me to engineering? Most kids from the township, I wanted to be a doctor. Except that I think engineering was my second option. So I was fortunate enough to be accepted in medical school, but I did not have a bursary. So the only bursary I had was for electrical engineering, and that's why I'm here.
And when did the energy bug bite you?
It bit me, I think, about on my the last year of my undergrad. That's when I realized that, oops, actually, I am just about to become an electrical engineer. So that's when it bugged. That's when it hit me. Before then, it was just school.
And what was energy then like? Energy as how you knew it then versus how you know energy now?
If you've done physics at high school, there's something called V equals to IR. That's what I knew it to be up until that point. But what I know now, because for the best part of my life in Eskom, I have been involved in a program called electrification. Now, this program is designed to bring electricity where there wasn't in poorer communities, rural areas. So I've worked across the country, Limpopo, KZN, Northwest. So literally my entire career was to bring electricity to people who did not have electricity before. And I can tell you it's life-changing.
I can imagine. Would you say it's one of the biggest highlights of your energy career?
It is indeed. It is indeed. You have no idea how the smiles that you see when lights get switched on for the first time, when it was dark a month before. So that for me, it changes communities, it changes people, and you can never go back. You can never move from a place where you had electricity and now you did not have, which is why when load shedding hit us, it was really, really a dark moment, I can tell you, literally and and figuratively so.
What would you say were one of the biggest challenges you faced in stepping into leadership, and how did you grow through them?
For a period of my life, I had been sort of supervising or leading mainly technical people, mainly engineers. So at some point in my life, I then had to lead across the spectrum. So that for me it was a moment when I really understood what leadership is about. For the first time, you start to deal with real people issues, and which is what leadership is about. It's about caring for people.
We want to know, what kind of legacy do you hope to leave, not just as CEO, but as a contributor to South Africa's energy story?
Okay, I've spoken about the first legacy, which is taking South Africa from about 30% electrification to where we're sitting now at 95%. So now almost everybody in South Africa knows what electricity is, what it looks like. So I think that's the first part of of the legacy that I'm proud of. The second part of the legacy that I'm going to be proud of is the one that says we have ushered in a new energy landscape, a new and modernized and digitized energy sector. So that for me would be a legacy that I would like to leave.
If you could go back and give your younger self one piece of advice, what would it be?
Take your time. don't don't rush into wanting to get promotions, and then those things come with time. So where you are, really make a difference where you are. Give it your all, and just make sure that you are proud of what you're doing.
And I can imagine, to get where you are, there were probably a lot of significant role players to help you get to where you are now. So, how do you pay that forward, especially for young professionals entering the sector?
So I had this good fortune when I just finished my bachelor's, of moving into a place where there was no arrangement or little arrangement for people that like me that were coming into space. Decided that would set up programs for young people that come into the workplace, mainly young engineers, to make sure that there's programs, make sure that there's mentors, there's hand holding. So that is really what I've been doing for most of my life, and that's my way of paying it forward, to make sure that we prepare the next level of technical people, the next level of leadership, so that this country is in a better place. Then I can go and play golf.
I love the golf thing. I love the golf thing. What would you say was the most surprising or the most shocking thing when you first entered the world of work? If you can remember that feeling straight out of varsity, it's the first time you're working. What do you think were one of the things that shocked you?
Yeah, one of the things that shocked me when I came to when it was a wow moment is that I'll only go past the place once. So for me, that was a shock. The days when the comfort of being at varsity and having all that support was gone. I was now on my own, and I needed to make and build my own legacy and make my own name. And it was only through my work that I can do that. I could do that.
That is true. And I can imagine, I mean, I don't think the journey was, smooth sailing like the entire time, right? Would you
No.
say there were any unexpected changes or pivots in your journey?
My career has been just a career of news. So I would start something new at every 10. So I just had that privilege going in and starting new. Now, my only regret is that I never really stayed long enough to see what I had put in place go into fruition. So as it was about to blossom, I was told, Monde, go do this new thing. So, so yeah, that has been my blessing.
But that also just then goes to say, then, the type of character you have, you're just ready to take on the next leap of faith, right?
It does seem like it has been my lot. So, so I'm embracing it. I've stopped fighting with it now. I'm embracing it. I've embraced it.
Other than the contributions that you've had in South Africa's energy sector, what would you say excites you the most about South Africa's energy sector?
It's the speed and the pace of the transformation that excites me the most. If we can leapfrog some of the steps, I believe we can be in a very, very good space. Yeah, but we need to set ourselves up for that.
That was Monde Bala reminding us that energy careers aren't just about power plants and policy, but about people, persistence, and showing up with integrity. If you're looking to enter the sector or grow within it, take notes from Monde's journey. Stay curious, build relationships, and don't be afraid to lead from where you are. Thanks for listening, and keep tuning in as we spotlight more voices shaping the future of energy.
Thank you for tuning into Energy Careers, where we explore the endless possibilities in the energy sector. Don't miss out on future episodes where we'll feature more inspiring journeys and insights on how to embark on your own energy career path. Subscribe now to the Energy Conversations podcast and unlock the door to exciting opportunities in the dynamic world of energy. Your journey begins here.